At a regular meeting of the Board of Trustees of the Village of Fredonia duly called and held on the 23rd day of July 2012 at 7:30 p.m. in the Trustees Room, 2nd floor, Village Hall, Fredonia, New York, and public notice of the time and place of this meeting has been given to the news media and conspicuously posted in one or more designated public locations in accordance with the Section 104 of the Open Meetings Law.
Where members of this board present at the meeting have read the official minutes of the Board of Trustees regular meeting on July 9th, now therefore be resolved that this board approves the minutes and enter in the official minutes, and be it further resolved that the reading of the minutes be dispensed with.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passed. Reports.
We have one report tonight, the Justice Report for the month of June 2012. Total of $18,283 in fines and parking tickets, 111 vehicle and traffic, 52 criminal cases, village ordinances 3, civil cases 5, ABC laws 12, for a total number of cases of 218. That's it for reports.
Correspondence.
Correspondence was received from Mary Jane Starks on behalf of the Festival's Fredonia Committee requesting permission to use the West Side Barker Common Park, including the gazebo, and to bag the parking meters around the perimeter of Barker Common for the Harvest Moon Cemetery Tour event on Friday, October 19th, 2012, and Saturday, October 20th, 2012, from 6 p.m. until midnight.
Be resolved that the permission is hereby granted to the Festival's Fredonia Committee for use of West Side Barker Common, including the gazebo, for Harvest Moon Cemetery Tour event, October 19th, 20th, 2012, from 6 p.m. until midnight, and be it further resolved that the police department bag meters around the perimeter of West Barker Commons and across Main Street side of the East Barker Common for pickup and unloading of passengers for the trolley cemetery tours. This approval is also subject to receipt of the insurance. Just a question, we're not going to use our trolley, right?
That's a good question. I thought it was a horse-drawn
it's
trolley.
horse-drawn.
Okay, all right. In the amount of $1 million, naming the Village of Fredonia as additional insured.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passed.
Correspondence was received from Festival's Fredonia Committee requesting use of the gazebo for the annual Miracle on Main Street to be held on Saturday, December 1, 2012, from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Be it resolved, the permission is hereby granted to the Festivals Fredonia Committee for the use of the gazebo for the annual Miracle on Main Street to include various activities to be held on Saturday, December 1st, 2012, and be it further resolved that this resolution is subject to the village receiving a certificate of insurance from Festivals Fredonia naming the village as an additional insured in the amount of $1 million.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passed.
Correspondence was received from Anthony Solari notifying the village that the Beaver Club will be renewing its on-premise liquor license for the premises located at 64 Prospect Street in Fredonia, doing business as the Beaver Club. Notice of petition and petition was received from Dunkirk and Fredonia Telephone Company regarding their assessment for their property located at 30 to 34, 38 to 40, and 44 Temple Street, 35 Center Street, and 20 Barker Street in the Village of Fredonia.
Whereas the village clerk has received a copy of notice of petition and petition from Dunkirk and Fredonia Telephone Company against the board assessment review for the town of Pomfret, the assessor of the town of Pomfret, and the town of Pomfret for review of assessment of certain properties, real properties at 30-34, 38-40, and 44 Temple, 35 Center, and 20 Barker Street. SBL 113-14-4-4, 113-14-4-3, 113-14-4-2, 113-14-4-60, 113-14-4-64, and 113-14-4-63.1 in the Village of Fredonia for the 2012 tax assessment. Now therefore be resolved that the said notice of petition and petition be afforded to the town of Pomfret Assessment Authority for the Village of Fredonia, requesting them to protect the interests of the Village of Fredonia.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passed.
A notice of verified petition and verified petition was received from the LLN LLC regarding their assessment for their property located at 10387 Route 60, vacant commercial property located on Route 60, and 13075 Route 60, in the Village of Fredonia.
Whereas the village clerk has received a copy of notice of verified petition and verified petition from LLN LLC against the Board of Assessment Review for the town of Pomfret and the assessor of the town of Pomfret and the town of Pomfret to review the assessment of certain real property at 10387 Route 60, VACCOM, located on Route 60, and 13075 Route 60, which is SBL 114.05-1-1, and in the village of Fredonia for the 2012-2013 tax year. Now therefore be it resolved that the said notice of the verified petition be forwarded to the town of Pomfret and assessing authority of the village of Fredonia requesting them to protect the interest of the village of Fredonia.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passed. Now we're at the public portion of the meeting. If anyone would like to address the board at this time, please state your name and address and address the board. Seeing no one. Resolutions.
Be resolved, the training requests of Anthony Faso, Julius Leon, Larry Barter, Dave Sinclair, Gary Sutter, Kurt Madam, Ed Quiano, and John Wiedenhofer to travel out of the county for village business to attend the 17th annual Chautauqua County Weekend New York State Fire Academy at Montero Falls, September 7th to the 9th, 2012, sponsored by the Chautauqua County Fire Chiefs Association, are hereby approved at a total cost not to exceed $720, and $720 be paid by the volunteers.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passed.
Be it resolved that the regular and overtime payrolls of the various village departments and bills approved by the Finance Committee and set forth in the abstract number 431 is hereby approved and direct paid.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passed.
Whereas Richard Gugino of 135 Forest Place, Fredonia, New York, has made an offer in the amount of $650 to purchase the vacant land on Forest Place, owned by the village of Fredonia and designated on the Chautauqua County tax of the village of Fredonia, section 113-14, block 1, lot 9, formerly designated 122-3-6, and whereas said vacant land is located between Canada Way Creek and Forest Place in front of Mr. Gugino's home and approximately 50 feet in depth and 78 feet in width, and whereas said proposal of the land is not presently needed for public purposes.
Second.
Now therefore,
Oh, I'm sorry.
as we're flipping, now therefore be resolved that the village accept the offer of Mr. Gugino to purchase the said vacant parcel to the mayor, hereby authorized to sign a quit claim deed for Mr. Gugino upon receipt of the sale price of $650 for following conditions to be placed in the deed. Number 1, the village of Fredonia reserves a perpetual easement in the right of way to enter and use the parcel at any time for public purpose, including without limitation construction, maintenance, repair, removal, and or replacement of in connection with the sewer or water mains, retaining wall, street purposes, etc. Number 2, Mr. Gugino, his heirs and designs shall not construct any building or other structures, including without limitation garages, sheds, or fences in or on the premises.
Now second.
Thank you.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passed.
Be it resolved that O'Brien and Gear Engineering of Syracuse, New York be retained for the engineering services related to optimizing removal of total organic carbon at the water filtration plant at a cost not to exceed $35,500 per their proposal dated June 22nd, 2012. The mayor is hereby authorized to sign a letter of agreement to this effect on behalf of the village of Fredonia.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passed.
Whereas the town and village have herefore signed an agreement dated March 19, 2005 for the sale of water and treatment of wastewater to the town for use in the water district known as Plaza 59 Water District and sewer district known as the Plaza 59 Sewer District, a copy of which is attached hereto, and whereas said agreement has expired, and whereas the town and village are desirous of renewing the said agreement for a 3-year term under the same terms and conditions as set forth in the said agreement. Now therefore it be resolved that the said water and sewer district agreement between the town and village dated March 9, 2005 is hereby renewed under the same terms and conditions as set forth in said agreement for 3-year term commencing September 1st, 2012, and ending August 31st, 2015. And be it further resolved that the mayor is hereby authorized to sign said renewal agreement on behalf of the Village of Fredonia.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Be it resolved that Clark Patterson Lee, design professionals of Buffalo, New York, be retained for the engineering services related to the preparation of a flow management plan for the wastewater treatment plant at a cost not to exceed $5,500. Per their proposal date of July 12, 2012, the mayor is hereby authorized to sign a letter of agreement to this effect on behalf of the Village of Fredonia.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passed. Okay. I'd like to make one comment. I'd like to thank everyone that was involved in the History Days over the weekend. They did an outstanding job, and it was very festive, and nice job. Good time had all. Anything else? Worthy order. Tommy,
Make the motion to adjourn?
do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned.